In this video, we will demonstrate how the Syndeia Rhapsody plugin can create and use digital thread projects to manage the intermodal relations that it creates. In its earliest versions, the plugin stored these relations locally in the active SysML model. This capability is still available, but it is only suitable in a few situations. To support scalability and collaboration in an enterprise environment, it is better to store intermodal relations on Syndeia Cloud, where they can be accessed by multiple users and applications. These relations are organized as digital thread projects. The digital thread starts with the individual model repositories, for example, requirements, SysML, and PLM, engineering models with artifacts, internal relationships, and attributes are stored and managed within each repository. Syndeia sits above these repositories and adds a layer of intermodal relations between artifacts in different repositories. Syndeia partitions those intermodal relations into groups called digital thread projects. Each digital thread project contains one or more intermodal relations that define a specific system model. For example, an automobile Model A and an automobile Model B would be managed by Syndeia as separate digital thread projects, composed of different intermodal relations, even if some of the artifacts in the repositories may be used by both projects. Syndeia 3.6 introduces access control for digital thread projects. Users will not automatically have access to all digital thread projects as they had in earlier releases, providing greater data security in an enterprise environment. We will demonstrate this using Syndeia as a Rhapsody plugin. As usual, we have opened a Rhapsody SysML model containing the Syndeia profile. Before we launch the Syndeia dashboard, we will check the settings by right-clicking a model element and selecting Syndeia Settings. Under the Syndeia Store Settings heading, the first item, Select Primary Store, has a drop-down menu with two choices, SysML Model or Cloud. If we choose SysML Model, Syndeia stores all intermodal connections in the SysML model, just as it has since Syndeia was first introduced. If we choose Cloud, then the following items in this section become relevant. You will need to obtain the server settings and your account name and password from your Syndeia Cloud administrator. If you have changed any settings, click Apply before closing. Now that Cloud has been selected as the primary store, launch the Syndeia dashboard in the usual way. The first window that appears is titled Select or Create Syndeia Project. We will create a new project by entering a name, key, and description. Your organization should set the naming conventions that you use so the confusion about which project is which is minimized. The project key is a unique string of 6 to 10 characters. When these fields are completed, click the Create New button. The new project now appears on the list. If there are more projects on the list than a single pagination allows, look for the cloud icon at the bottom to show the additional projects. The project list contains all the projects for which I have some level of permission. We discuss project permissions in the tutorial section on the Syndeia Web Dashboard, Part 1, especially Video 1.5. When I create a new project, I am automatically assigned to all permissions, but I can only add other users to the project and assign their permissions through the Syndeia Web Dashboard, not through the Rhapsody plugin. Once created, projects may only be deleted by a Syndeia system administrator. I can select any of the project on the lists, click Open, and the Syndeia dashboard is launched. That project will be the active project for this SysML model until the SysML model is closed. In Syndeia 3.6, the digital thread project I have selected restricts my ability to see and change relations outside my project. For example, in the Connection Manager, all relations I create will become part of the active project. In the Connection Browser and Connection Search tabs, I will only see relations for the active project. If I right-click an element and select Syndeia Open Connected Artifacts, I will only see the artifacts connected within this digital thread project. Tutorial demonstrations in the introductory section for the Syndeia web dashboard discuss digital thread projects much more extensively. Review those videos for additional information.